Bill Murray is every analyst's nightmare as the lovable neurotic who latches onto his doctor. Richard Dreyfuss co-stars in What About Bob on the Movie Channel.
We're heading for Sturgis. The bad boys and girls of WCW straddle their hogs and head for the world-famous Sturgis Rally. We're going to take you places you've never seen before. You'll smell the gasoline burning and hear the tires squeal. Make the ride to Sturgis for WCW's Hog Wild. Saturday, August 10th, live and only on pay-per-view. ESPN turns back the hands of time and looks at two legendary boxers. Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard fight again on Super Bouts. Spend an hour in the joint as A&E visits the toughest prisons in the country and meets the men who call a cell home on Investigative Reports.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Long time no see. How have y'all been? It's been, 90 minutes since we last saw each other. Just wrapped up the podcast a little while ago, and we are back for a double feature Sunday, double duty, as we watch WWE SummerSlam 2000. I attended the show live in Raleigh, North Carolina, one of the most fun live events and pay-per-views I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. This was a pretty stacked card. I did a review on this show 3 years ago. Something like that, 3 years ago now. It's on my channel, and haven't really watched it since I made the notes for my review that night. So it'll be fun to take a look back at this one, share my stories with you guys about being at the show. I did go with a couple of buddies of mine. Another friend of mine sat with me, but he had a friend who was closer and had a good camera, and he lent me some pictures that is on the review. I didn't bother saving anything here to show you because they weren't my photos, but I was up on the first level, had excellent views from the ring. And if you watch the big Steve Blackman bump, you know, the camera angle, the wide shot camera angle of that bump, that's kind of where my seat was. I was over there by the hard cam, about that far up on the first level, and had great seats to watch the TLC match, Rock and Angle and Triple H, and all the other great matches that were that was on this card as well. Got to see Kane's first unmasking in a terrible match. Jericho and Benoit wrestled on this one as well. I've seen them wrestle 3 or 4 times in person as well. So this was a pretty fun SummerSlam, and it has been highly recommended and requested by you guys. And since I was at this one, I figured this would be a good SummerSlam to finish with. We do have one more Sunday left in the month of August, so I don't know if we'll do a SummerSlam next week or not, but I'm probably going to leave that decision up to the channel members. I'll be putting up a post for members only this week with some ideas, and let you guys vote on whatever show you would prefer we do next Sunday. And that is provided I'm not forgetting about any pay-per-view or anything like that. There might be an Impact show or something next week that might get in the way, but hopefully not. And I know right now we are going head-to-head with, I believe, the Edge A&E WWE biography, and then that's followed up with the Rivals episode of Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. So we are head-to-head with some of that stuff, as we are every Sunday, but you guys don't care. You're here with me every week, and we are here, like I said, to watch SummerSlam 2000. So as you guys know, we watch all of our pay-per-views on Peacock, so if you're new to the channel, just make sure you are a subscriber to Peacock. If you're not and you want to watch along some other way, you can, but your timer is not going to be matching up completely. In just a little bit, we'll all hit play together, timer above my head will start moving, and we will all watch the pay-per-view together. If we do experience any interruptions, which I don't believe we will, the timer will always keep running, and if I buffer or anything happens, just match up your Peacock to whatever it says above my head, and we will all be peachy. But based on yesterday's podcast misfortunes and us having to reschedule it for today, I spent my entire evening last night, several hours troubleshooting, doing tutorials, and figuring out exactly what was wrong. It was never the internet. I never thought it was the internet. We've always had strong internet here. It just turned out to be kind of a driver's issue and some updates that needed to be done, and it seems to have really worked out the kinks. One other issue I did notice right before I went live, I went to go post my podcast today and push it out to the podcast feed, but my web hosting, I guess, or my web hosting expired yesterday on the 20th. Apparently, they've been sending me emails, I've just been missing them, about renewing because the credit card they have on file for me is an old credit card. It renews once a year, so it always just renews. I never even think about it, but it's an old card. So the website was expired. So I went on there, made the payment. It was only $20, like $20 a year. That's all it is. So I went and made the payment and waiting for that to come back up. As soon as it does, I'll get the podcast out. But that's a pretty minor issue based on everything we dealt with yesterday. When I saw that today, I just kind of laughed. I'm like, that's not even a big deal. At least we got the major technical difficulties figured out, and we shouldn't experience any more problems moving forward, because it really annoys me when we do. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good weekend and good Sunday afternoon. I want to welcome Joe Brill and Jake and a lot of good family members in here right now. Population 420. Zach is here as well. And along with them, we've got Reese Jones, nice family member here as well. We got Ray in the house, Rodrigo, Serge, 30th Century Homer. Ben is in the house. Colin Norman is here. Andy, the Juliet, Hassan, Ray Frand, David Brown in the house, lots of good monkey wrenches, and very glad that We Are Pro Wrestling is in the house as well, in case we have any problems or questions with this show, although I got a pretty good handle on this one because I was there. Glad you guys are liking the intro or the countdown screen. I've got hours of that preview channel crawl just on various videos. I'm like, it would be really fun to make a countdown screen out of that. So this week I kind of put that together to make it look like it used to look when you would have to call and order pay-per-views when I had cable back on the East Coast. When I lived in the little shitty town in North Carolina, that's what I did. I had to call the number, the 800 number, and like order it, and and then it went through the TV. It was really old school back then, and you young folks don't know how good you have it. But I'm glad that you guys got a kick out of that. I made sure I put the WCW wrestling on there. There was Dexter, there was Wings, there was a whole bunch of cool shows that was scrolling through there. So I thought that would make for a fun countdown screen to do on Sundays. Glad you guys like that. More family members in the house. Deshaun and K-Dog's Kennel is here. Good to see you. And yeah, you got ultrasound results coming in tomorrow, so our fingers are crossed for you, Kevin, for sure. See if I got everybody else. Garrett, I might not have gotten you yet. Tatanani is in the house as well. Very happy to see all of the channel members in here. JJ Leg is in the house as well. Alex, Daniel, right on. Good little audience in here. We'll wait just a couple of more minutes and we will all hit play together. You want to go to Peacock and look for SummerSlam Season 13, Episode 1. According to Peacock, the runtime on this show is 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 4 seconds. Every show we watch is 2 hours and 41 minutes, I swear. So in just a few minutes here, we'll all hit play together. Timer above my head will start running, and we'll be good to go to watch SummerSlam 2000. So if you don't have any premium tiers and you need to sit through some ads or something on the Peacock, go ahead and do that now, and we'll hit play in just a second. Oh, sorry. Thank you for that, Ray. This week's rival is Edge and Cena. Why did somebody tell me it was Eddie and Ray? I don't know. But Edge and Cena makes more sense since Edge is the biography, right? So Edge and Cena. That will actually be just as good, I think, as Eddie and whatnot. Jake, you're asking about ads. You're talking about ads on Peacock? Yeah, we don't have any ads here, so if there's any ads at the beginning, watch those. If you get hit with ads throughout the watch along, then all you got to do, that's what the timer is for. That's all you got to do is just match up your timer. Once the ads are done, you might have to fast forward a little bit or whatever just to get you synced up with us. But yeah, all that stuff is what the point of the timer is in case there's ads or interruptions on your end, on my end, on somebody else's end. As my neighbor's dog is barking, I might go close a window. You guys can't hear it, but I can. It pisses me off. I might go. He's a good boy, but he's just big and loud. So he's barking out there. But we'll be hitting play here in a minute. We Are Pro Wrestling. Since the following Saturday is Clash, one night only for next Sunday would be interesting. Yes, it would. One night only. What a crazy show. That's a pretty good suggestion, We Are Pro Wrestling. I'm going to take it under consideration, as a WWE authority role would say. Right on. All right. I think we're ready to go. Oh, by the way, I want to cheers everybody. Broken Skull, American Lager. This is my final one. I've got Elizabeth brought me home some cans of Stellas. Cans of Stellas. So after this one, we're going to bust open a can. And this Stone Cold Lager fell on the ground, and it's dented. See how it's dented right there? So I'm trying to get it open. I might have to poke it with... Oh, let's not put the whole pen in there. Today's just been a day of comedy. What I did right before I came streaming here, my cat Bub, he's getting a little bit older, and today I cleaned up. I'm using the bottom of a pen to open this beer. Today I cleaned up a little bit of poo and litter off of his leg because he's getting old and sometimes it crusts on him a little bit. And I cleaned it off with a towel, but didn't think about what towel I used. And right before I went live, my eye was itching. And I grabbed the towel on the counter and I wiped my eye with it, and I immediately smelled poo. I wiped cat shit basically in my eye. And the countdown screen's running. We're going live in like 90 seconds. And I'm like, fuck. So I get a wet paper towel. I get it with hot water, wipe my eye, pour alcohol, rubbing alcohol over it, and just wipe alcohol in my eye, which burned. But I got it all cleaned up, and I got a... Oh, wait, it's this eye right here. I got it all cleaned up before we went live. But that's just the type of shit that happens to me. Now I'm sticking pens in beers. We're a mess over here. But things are about to get better because we're about to watch some Attitude Era wrestling. So cheers to you. Yeah, drinking it. It's dented on the mouth side, too. So that's going to make drinking it interesting. I'll try not to spill it on myself. And if anybody wants to super chat $1,000, I'll dump it on my head. So here we go. Hopefully you guys have pulled up your cocks. You've got SummerSlam Season 13, Episode 1 pulled up. Your finger is on the play button, and mine is as well. And as soon as we hit play, the timer will start moving. So as you guys know, I have 19 computers in my house, and I'm using 2 of them currently to do this. So I am going to find my timer. Where are you? My mouse does not want to move because it's not on a mouse pad. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. You guys ready? We're going to do a countdown from 3. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then play. That's how we do it. So here we go. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Sweet. All right, see that skip intro button? Don't skip it. We watch the whole thing here. All right, let's get our ducks in a row. I can be seen. Timer's running. You guys look good. I look good. Got no boogers hanging on my nose. No, we're good. We're ready to go. I think I'd be a little lower, though. Let's see here. All right, well, we get this crazy intro with Freddie Blassie. Right around this time, I would have been in the audience. Lights would have been down. Intro would have been playing on the screen. You guys have been to WWE shows. You know how it goes. Oh, incidentally, I also got this puppy along with I'll tell you what was tricky and what was challenging, going to pay-per-views, but still buying them on pay-per-view and setting your VCR to record them. You talk about stress. That's hard to do because you have no way of knowing if it's going to work or not. You got to call and order the pay-per-view ahead of time and just hope that if you leave your TV on the channel all day, that when it's time for the pay-per-view, it will come on. Then you have to program your VCR to start recording at the right time. And every time I did it, it worked. I don't think I ever botched it. But I'll tell you what, it took a lot of preparation and planning for something like that. Oh, Stephanie and Triple H kissing. Oh, yeah, this would be Christian's Titantron. Yeah, it does look the same. Probably the next year, right? $2000 might have been WWE's best year. Definitely their biggest business. I like this like opera-style orchestra intro. This grainy shit that they're doing. Cheers, by the way. I'm going to eat an adult Yummy Bear. Or half of it. It's 1,000 milligrams, so it's a lot. Or 100, excuse me. All right. I don't even know what match opens. It might be right to censor. Chef Boyardee. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually did have a photo of where my seats are. Did I have the forward thinking to save this? I did not. I don't know what. This feels like it's dubbed over music here. I can't tell what's going on. But it doesn't sound like it's right. It don't sound right. And Jim Ross's voice is muffled. So there's that wide shot. I'm basically right down by the hard cam. I'm a few rows up and off to the, I guess, to the right of the hard cam if you're looking at the ring. You know what? You guys know who watched my Double or Nothing review and saw my photos and my experience from Double or Nothing? That's about where my seats were here, about the same location. I can almost see myself probably above JR's hat somewhere. 22 years ago, that's right, Andy. Raleigh, North Carolina. And at this time, oh, look at, it is right to censor. And that's when Jerry Lawler turned babyface, punching Taz. Yeah, at this time, this building in Raleigh was pretty new. I think they had just built it. I remember I was at a Raw episode in April of the same year, and I'm pretty sure that's where I got my SummerSlam tickets. I think they went on sale, or part of them, some of them did at intermission or something. So I'm pretty sure I got my SummerSlam seats at that Raw, if I remember right, I think. Yeah, there, I can see myself right now. I can see my sexy head. I probably had a belt with me. Hey, Tatanani, I'm into that. WCW watch along. I liked the idea of one night only too, but we should do a WCW one. I just don't like Hog Wilds. I don't want to do a Hog Wild. They suck. Or Road Wild or whatever. You people, yeah, the people in the Bible Belt would, you would think. Not these hicks. The Good Father, Steven Richards. B squared. Oh, here comes Rikishi. So it's Rikishi and what? Too cool against these fuckers? Yeah, Alex, I have been a big supporter of Charlotte getting a WrestleMania for a long time. If they're going to do Philly, there's no reason to not do Charlotte. Charlotte's a way better city than Philly in terms of climate. Oh, who's Rikishi got with him? He's got Victoria. I don't know who the other one is. So I guess this was before this. Victoria was still a hoe and she was a Raw girl. I mean, you can't not hear Too Cool's theme or you can't hear Too Cool's theme and not shake your booty. You can't. Don't act like you're not shaking it. Don't be fronting like you're at home just sitting still. You're shaking it. Funky Pants sign. Halloween Havoc 98, Juliet. I don't know. I've reviewed that show. Don't know if I want to watch it, although it would be kind of... We're going to do some Halloween Havocs in October, so that one could be on the list. I want to try to keep it next week. I want to try to keep it something that's relevant to August or September, or maybe just a completely off-the-wall show that's not relevant to anything. Look at Victoria. Up here comes everybody. BSK guys punching each other. That's sad. All right, we only have one passed away wrestler in this match, of course, Brian Christopher. What's up, Hassan Terrell? Good to see you. If I'm even saying that right, I suck at pronouncing names. Oh, thank you, Fox Star Killer. The other girl's name was Mandy. I met a bunch of hoes a couple times. It sounds funny to say that. I met a bunch of hoes, but Godfather hoes at Waffle House. It would have been a show in Charlotte, and they were really good-looking hoes, too. They must have got them from a really nice gentleman's club. And then later that night, we see them all. They're all eating together at Waffle House. And I don't remember. One of us turned around and was like, "Are you the hoes?" And they were like, "Yeah, we are." And they were cool and nice. I'll have to find exactly what show that was. It might have been the show where Austin beat Taker for the title in '99. That might have been the one. But I know it was in Charlotte, and that was fun shit. Nice, David Brown. You were a September 3rd birthday, huh? I'm a September 6th. Ooh, nice duck on the kick there. Right? Christopher sidestepping Papa Shango. Get out of the way, Victoria. Oh, no. What are they going to do? Oh, my God. Damn. That was full-on abuse. He threw Victoria straight to the ground. Oh, yeah, that's right. They were probably his former hoes, and now he doesn't appreciate the hoes. They say save the hoes? Oh, that's why Rikishi brought them out, because they're hoes, and Goodfather doesn't have hoes anymore. All right. And you're September 4th. Holy shit, Deshaun. You know what that means, don't you? Our parents got it on New Year's Eve. Do the math. Actually, maybe if it's October. It'll be a full 9 months, right? Oh, Clash's day before yours. Nice. Damn, it's a September party up in here. Virgos for life. Jesus, Steven hooked a leg and grapevine the other one. Still didn't get a 3 count on Sexay. Garrett on the 29th. Roger on the 18th. I've known... God, I can think of 3 people that I know with September 18th birthdays, Roger. That's a popular one. You might be more in line with that New Year's Eve bow chicka bow wow between the mama and the papa. Oh, look at there, Colin. My best friend's birthday is on September 20th. Come on. Oh. Would have been funny if Rikishi joined Right to Censor. Like just wearing something that completely covered his ass. His presence in buns felt. Pile him up. This is a pretty good match to open with, I guess. You got to have the fans excited, have them dance. I'm assuming the heels won't win here, but they might. You know, Rodrigo, I seriously considered SummerSlam 2004. I did. Oh, down he goes. Referee, who is that? Is that Kyoto? Yeah. Yeah, that's Kyoto. Dude, get control of this. Wasn't Bull Buchanan and Scotty Too Hotty together? Am I remember? Maybe I'm thinking of Albert. Yeah, Andy, I'm going to wait a while on the WrestleMania tickets. Here comes the worm. Oh, super kick. And they opened up with a heel team winning. Let me tell you, as somebody who experienced that Right to Censor theme live and in person many times, it sucks as bad as it sounds like it sucks. I'm here to tell you. You guys have been to shows, those loud, piercing speakers, you know? Imagine this shit playing through it. Enough to give you a fucking seizure. Just hurry up and get to the back Right to Censor so we can cut out the god-awful music, man. This is only one of only 2 SummerSlams I've ever attended. SummerSlam 2021 and SummerSlam 2000, 21 years apart. And I've still never attended, in my life, a Royal Rumble. And that would be fun to do. I used to have that shirt. It's true, it's true. It looked good on me. Kurt. Jonathan coached him with hair. Yeah, you sexually taking advantage of Stephanie. You forced yourself on her. Oh, Stephanie's here. Where's Triple H? Stephanie, you're going to wear that shit all day? That's what you come in the main event with. Where's Kurt? She's going to go that way. Nope, can't go near Kurt Angle. Oh, this is all taking place on Heat. Okay, cool. McMahon Helmsley. He's just going to walk right in? Oh, Triple H isn't here, he says. Well, where the fuck is he? 3 days ago on SmackDown. I like how it says 3 days ago, and it writes it the way we do on Twitter when we're making fun of a dumb person. One capital, one little, one capital, one little. Oh. Oh, now she likes it. Now look at her. Yeah, get you some, Steph. She's into it. Look at Kurt. I just kissed a girl. This is awesome. I should try that again. Oh, no. Is this next? Michael Cole. Frosted tips. Or that's not even frosted tips. It's just highlights. Oh. Which way did he? Oh, there's Black. Oh, shit. You better run, son. Oh, you're dead, son. Oh, no. We cut it away. Okay. Raleigh. That's probably the door I entered right there. Standing in line with a bunch of people with no phones talking about wrestling. Those were the days. Imagine going to a show where we're not one person in the crowd has a cell phone. I did that a lot. And I'm guilty of that as well. When I went to Double or Nothing, when CM Punk won the title, I didn't even cheer. I was too busy recording. But I swear, if I wasn't on YouTube, I would have recorded less. I wouldn't have had any reason to have that footage really, or I would have probably enjoyed the show a little bit more, but I wanted to capture stuff for review. And that's probably the way I'll be every time I go to a show. Ooh. Oh, yeah, this is when X-Pac and Road Dogg are having their little beef. Because DX was, man, they were floundering without Triple H and shit. Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah, I could frost my bush. You want me to do that? Or maybe highlight my scalp? Take some skin, comb it over so it looks fuller? Road Dogg, I don't like your hat. Yeah. I've seen some good one-on-one X-Pac matches live, too. I've watched him work Jericho. This one here wasn't so bad. I know I've seen him do something else kind of major. I just got to think of what it was. Oh, Survivor Series is on your list, huh? Yeah, my last one was 2018. Went to 2018 at Staples Center in L.A. That was fun. Went to TakeOver as well. And that was Charlotte and Ronda, Brock and Danielson, right? Daniel Bryan. Ugh. God, big last ride. Did Pac and Taker ever work one-on-one? Maybe that was it. Remove the bald cap at 100,000 or 1 million subs. Yeah. I'm almost there. 970, 960,000 away. That's all. We'll get there. That's right. Yeah, that GX name shit. I can ride you as long as I want. Jim Ross, don't say that sentence. Yeah, only been to one WCW show. It was a house show. Came to my hometown in, I guess, I want to say 89. Met a couple wrestlers that afternoon. And people booked for the card. It was Flair, Arn, Luger, Terry Taylor. Doom was scheduled, and they no-showed for some reason. I don't think Barry Windham was there. He was in WWE. Those were the only big names. Flair, Arn, Luger, Terry Taylor. They had that tag team. One of them was Sarge, the trainer from Power Plant. I forgot the team he was in, like two cops or something, or little guys. They were there. I have a few pictures of the event. They're terrible quality, but I do own them. But other than that, the closest I ever got to a WCW show was in '98 when DX invaded Nitro with the Jeep. I was at Raw that night, right down the road. They just talked about that in the A&E biography, and Eric Bischoff continues to tell the lie that he was in the ring doing a promo with Hogan on live TV when DX was there. I'm like, no, you weren't. This shit happened during the day, way before either show started. They went there, they filmed all that stuff because DX came to the ring and were in the ring on Raw. So they did all that shit earlier. So this idea that they were live on TV, I'm like, no, you weren't. Fucking in catering. You're probably under the table gargling Hogan's balls when that was all happening. Lying bastard. I don't know why he continues to push that lie. It's so stupid. And if the show was going on and Hogan was in the ring cutting a promo, why in the fuck were there hundreds of fans outside, messing around with DX? Stupid. Stupid. I forget who wins this. I think X-Pac wins it. Undertaker and X-Pac Sunday Night Heat, 99. Cool. Wow, that was really close to when Undertaker would have taken some time off, I think, right? Oh, cool. You went to a Saturday night taping? Damn, that was probably interesting. Was that at the studios, We Are Pro Wrestling, or was that in an actual arena? Matches I remember, Hennig and DDP. Wow. Yeah, so that would have been heel NWO Hennig taking on DDP at that point. Tatanani, WCW Saturday night, made it till the very end, I think. I think it might have been Pro. I forgot what, or maybe. Nitro was actually not the last technical episode. Another one aired the following week. I think it was a Sunday night WCW Pro or Worldwide or something like that technically was the final show to air, even though they taped it prior. Yeah, and it was broad daylight, Zach. Exactly. Exactly. See what I did there? All right, Road Dogs doing the jabs, the jibber jabs. When I fight, that's what I do. After I punch the guy a couple times and shoot my shoulders and then I hit him again. Because bar fights are a pretty regular thing for me. Happens all the time. Win some, lose some. Oh, in Toledo, Ohio. No kidding. Fucking Toledo. The only thing I know about Toledo is when I moved down to North Carolina and would drive back to Michigan sometimes in the summer, we'd go through Toledo. I think the Tigers farm team might be down there too. Other than that, I don't know dick about Toledo. Oh yeah, Trey, I'll be watching the biography and that's it. Pump handle gets the win. Was that a low blow that happened there? Timmy White, what happened? Rest in peace. Oh, he wants to talk on the mic. That's it, man. The better man won. You can be like, at least we're still not 1, 2, 3 kid in the roadie, so at least we have that. I don't think Road Dogg wants to shake his hand. Do we get a low blow or something? Yeah. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, he's going to do a pump handle. Well, why are you acting like you're the winner now? You lost. You lost, bitch. Get your ass out of the ring. X-Pac's better than you. Like 10 times better than you in the ring. Like 20 times better than you in the ring. Like 40 or 50 times better than you. Like 65 tops or 70-ish. No more than 120 times better than Road Dogg is X-Pac. 120, 150-ish times better. Yeah. You act like a sore loser to somebody that's 200 times better than you. God. Oh, well, maybe one day if you can get 1,000 times better, you'll be as good as X-Pac, Road Dogg. Oh, yeah, Trey, I was going to say, I am going to watch the Edge biography, but I watch those late at night because I just tape them. And Elizabeth works. She gets home really late. So every Sunday we watch the biography and then we watch the Rivals. So we'll be doing that extremely late tonight, probably 2:30 in the morning. We'll be watching those, but we will watch them tonight. Oh, yeah, the Vinny's thing. Vinny's Steakhouse. I never went there, but they promoted this thing for some reason. And I want to say the owner, named it after Vince McMahon or something. Oh, hello, China. Yes, Interval. Look how little Eddie is compared to her. Yeah, there's some story behind that Vinny's Steakhouse that I remember hearing about at the time. I think they all went there for dinner and talked about it. We almost had one come into Wilmington. As a matter of fact, a restaurant that I worked in, one of our buildings we owned, almost got bought out by a Vinny's, and somebody else did it instead. Oh, God. You talk about a dude that has lost his marbles. The big idiot Boski. The Intercontinental title. You look like an idiot in those white trunks. You look like an idiot with your short hair. You don't deserve to be associated with Trish. And you don't deserve to have that title in the same company where you got Eddie and Benoit and Jericho and Angle and literally hundreds of other wrestlers better than you. Oh, special time tomorrow night. That's probably because of the U.S. Open. That was still happening in the year 2000. They were still getting bumped for all of the great ratings they were doing. For some reason, they are always second fiddle to that fucking dog show or tennis. Here comes Latino Heat. Can you guys hear that dog barking? If you can't, I won't do anything about it, but if you can, I might shut the window. Where's Val Venus now? Spouting off conspiracy theories on whatever social media he has not been banned from yet. Probably bullshit social and something else dumb. Damn. Oh, Trish. Damn, what did she hit China with? Good God. China looked good in them jeans, didn't she? I'm kind of proud of this one because I'm pretty sure I know what happens here. I think China wins the Intercontinental title because I remember mentioning that in my review. That's pretty cool that I was in the building to watch. I've seen a lot of great people win the Intercontinental title. I've seen Jericho win the title. I've seen Ricky the Dragon Steamboat win the title. I've seen China win the title. Who else? I know I've seen other cool shit with the IC. Val Venus. So help me out. We Are Pro Wrestling or anybody else who knows. Has Val joined Right to Censor yet? Or that comes later? So this is a mixed tag. This was what sucks. This Intercontinental title. Even back then, I just didn't think it was being utilized properly. I mean, you got all these great workhorse wrestlers in the company right now, and you're defending your Intercontinental title when you have the talent that you have there in a fucking mixed tag. But China and Trish across the ring from each other. That's kind of interesting. Peace out, John. What, are you guys all leaving because I spoiled the ending of this match? Oh, fuck. We found out China won. Goodbye. Yeah, it's terrible entrance music for Val, too. I always got a kick out of his first theme and, like, the Titantron with, like, the oil squirting out and the hot dogs going in the bun and the drill. Okay, the dog is shut up now. He's a big dog. My neighbor, the houses here in California are so close together, and they got a big dog like a Doberman or something out there, and he's cute as shit. He's huge, and I look at him out the window all the time, and he's very energetic, but he's loud. But I'll never be mad at a dog. All I'll do is shut my windows. He's a big, good boy. They're always yelling, and I can't understand this. Like maybe an Asian family next to us. There's probably 4 or 5 people in the house, and like I laugh when they yell at the dog. It's pretty funny. I can't tell if they're yelling at it or playing with it. I'm trying to look out. Hopefully I do not get pink eye from my cat shit in the eye escapade prior to the show. China, what does it say? Buy me a beer, bitch? Jesus Christ. Fucking North Carolina, man. As much as I miss it, I also don't miss it. I miss it and don't miss it equally. I miss the beaches, miss my friends. Don't miss the people so much. So Val joins later. Val Venus will not get a contract with AEW. Nobody's going to touch Val Venus. If anybody wanted him around, he would have already been around. Like, that's one thing that we don't have to worry about. Because Val is fucking crazy. He's like legitimately crazy. He's like, you know who he reminds me of? The actor Randy Quaid. You know, like how he's been crazy the last few years? Cousin Eddie and in the Vacation movies. See, you guys are young. You might not even know who fucking Randy Quaid is. Dennis Quaid's brother. He's nuts. And I always think that Val Venus is like the Randy Quaid of wrestling. Him and that Gunner. What is the fucking, what's his name? That shitty guy that got released not long ago. Jackson Ryder. What the hell is his name? Something like Jackson Riker. Him. Yeah, he'd probably fit right in with CYN, but other than that, that's about the only place. But I think CYN might be done. China Chant. I've seen some interesting China matches. I was also in attendance the year before. China is trying to put together her, you all right, girl? No wardrobe malfunction. Let her get her shit put back on. Look at me stalling. But I was at the pay-per-view before. By the way, Jeff Jarrett released today. Unforgiven 99, Jeff Jarrett in China for the title. And then they would do the run it back, I think, the next month at the Good Housekeeping. So I've seen China wrestle men more than once, win the Intercontinental title once. I'm trying to think what else I've seen her do. I didn't think Jackson Riker was Charlotte's ex. I thought Charlotte's ex was somebody else. Was it? I don't think it was Jackson Riker. It was somebody else that started with a G. Somebody knows. I might be wrong though. Wow. Wow, nice. Bram. Ray, you might be right. It might be Bram. I don't think it wasn't Riker, because I don't think they would have had him in there. Because I don't think things ended well with Charlotte and Bram. Come on, Val. Or come on, Eddie. Sorry, why am I rooting for Val? Fuck Val. You know, me and my friends, John, I used to put over China back in the day. You know, when you're 20, you know, and you're around with your buddies, you're going to talk about chicks that you think are hot. So, you know, I would always, like, go to bat for China. Like, oh, Trish is so hot, or Tori in WCW or whatever. I'm like, I like China. I think she's come a long way. She got a lot better looking there as the years went on. And I thought she was a star. She was a diva, Amazon model, ass-kicking beauty. She had a lot to her. Oh, Eddie. Don't do that to Trish. Oh, here comes China. Oh, okay. I did not think that he was Charlotte's ex. I'm confused, too. I just always thought that that relationship didn't end well, and I can't imagine WWE having him there with her. So, somebody do a Google thing. Oh, you only know Randy Quaid from Major League 2 and Kingpin. Kingpin, he was pretty good in. You've never seen Christmas Vacation? You're missing out, man. Cousin Eddie. He was in all the Vacation movies, but Christmas Vacation was probably his best performance. Hysterical. This could be it for old Trishy. China's got the wish of every man in the world. Oh, wow. She's got her. Yeah, China does have her pantyhose or whatever those things are riding up on her. Trish is down. Is this the finish? I think it is. New Intercontinental Champion. We watched it together. Alex, you're Charlotte's ex. Why did you break up? Because she always wanted to be on top? Get it? Yeah, so Trish lost the Intercontinental title for Val Venus by getting pinned by China. Too bad, Val. I'm not afraid of you, my brother, because I'm Latin. That's my favorite line in any song. And look at Eddie. See, he's so full of shit. He's going to put the belt around her, act like he's happy for her. How many times did she win that belt? She won it in 99 too, didn't she? So by now, she's probably, what, a 2-time Intercontinental Champion? And it looks good on her. Look at how she's doing that. Mamacita. Looks great with a men's championship. Okay, Bram is not Jackson Riker. Okay, so at least we settled that. Oh, that's right. The unofficially 3 times because she had the co-champ thing with Jericho. How does it feel to be from the WWF? Good. Oh, Mick Foley gets a hat. Oh, Foley. He looks good with the deal on, doesn't he? Oh, China's liking Mick Foley's worm. Foley and China were friends. I liked that Foley was always good to her. And the Jabroni Drive at SmackDown Hotel. Look at that old school podcast equipment they got there. I think we got better shit than this. Mm-hmm. Janet, I did not kiss Kurt. Kurt kissed me. Get it right, Janet. Who's everybody? She's like she's 14. Who's everybody? What did you say about me? Oh, my God. Do you like him?
Kurt is a good kisser.
Yeah, he's a good kisser. Oh, Stephanie, you talking about kissing people? I like that Jerry Lawler's style requires no warming up. He's in commentary. He's like, I'll just get in the ring and wrestle. No big deal. It's not like I do anything athletic. I just punch. Oh, yeah, they got that candy dish. That would come into play. See, I could see that from my seat. And it was sitting behind the thing, and I could see it on, because I had a good view. I was basically, that's another good way to describe my seats, is I was basically looking straight down the side of the commentary side of the ring. So I could see that shit sitting on the table, and I was wondering what it was. I couldn't even tell from, I was like, it's a glass jar or something, and that would come into play. God, how old was Little Hook? Little Hook was this big, little tiny, handsome submission expert. This did surprise me when this happened. Oh my God, that's rough. And that's when, oh yeah, Jim Ross slapped him, and I think Lawler steps up, right? Lawler knocked him right out. Is that fucking coffee? Why is there coffee? Oh. It was interesting that Lawler went babyface here, you know? And the history makes it interesting because when ECW first started working with WWE, Lawler was very anti-ECW. And it would always call the wrestlers midgets and little people and all that stuff, referring to Taz and some of the other, shorter people they had there. And he was always such a fucking scumbag heel towards them. And now it's funny that the roles are reversed. Look how skinny Taz is. Damn. That's my car. It's my rental car. I've never understood bashing up your rental car. Wrestlers have always... Oh, Jim Ross is in there. I'm like, worst that's going to happen is it's going to fuck your insurance up a little bit. It doesn't mean you have to buy the car. It doesn't mean you cost the guy $30,000 in money. With my car insurance, I'm covered for rentals. If something happens to my rental, I'm covered. So if Taz shows up, spray paints it, and then bashes all my windows in, I'll call AAA and be like, look, Taz attacked my car, unprovoked, and they'll handle it. And they're like, oh, yeah, that Taz, those will do it. Those will get you. And they'll say, we understand that, Mr. Morgan. We'll handle everything from here. Have a good day. He was a lot bigger on the Lucky Charms box. Oh, and he's got a blind stick. An idiot. And the cowboy hat. Well, Jim Ross isn't blind. He just got hit in the face. Oh, poor Jim Ross. It looks pretty good on him. I mean, that makeup job, it looks like it actually might be a little bit legit. We got a blind Oompa Loompa wandering around ringside. Lawler, are you going to, get in the ring or are you just going to sit there? Look at see if you can see this. There's Lawler. There we go. Jerry Lawler versus Taz on pay-per-view. For those who are old enough to remember this was weird. I remember being really surprised that Lawler randomly went babyface after all this time in WWE. And they're going to push Lawler as a face. I mean, he's a great face. He was a face for decades in Memphis, but doing that in WWE to me was really weird because he'd been such a coward chicken shit his entire WWE run. And it is interesting to see JR and Taz on AEW now, sometimes doing commentary together. Yo, JR, remember when I hit you with that glass jaw, man? Yeah, I remember, Taz. Sassafras. Shout out to RJ City, who helped me solve a mystery of why there's a missing Wings episode on Paramount Plus. I was under the assumption that it was because there was an appearance of a gun in the final scene. And I'm like, oh, maybe they don't want that shit on Paramount. But he corrected me and said that it's due to Moon River being sung on the episode, which is sung by Lowell. I remember that, and that is why. So they're just as bad as Peacock. We saw the WWE editing all the fucking themes, and looks like they're editing episodes now, sitcoms, because people might sing a song that's copyrighted, and that sucks. So shout out to RJ City for helping me solve that mystery. And he knew right away because he responded like less than a minute after I sent it, which means he already knew that fact, which is even more impressive. Elizabeth has decided that she wanted to start watching Wings, so we've started from season 1. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Loved it. It was very important to me, just my life and stuff. It was always on the USA Network. Always liked the show. Thought it was underrated. Cheesy and corny, but that was part of its charm. And so we're watching it, and she likes it. She actually likes it, so we'll probably get through the whole thing. Yeah. You see the Jerry Lawler? Well, Taz, the only thing that's hurting you here is your obsession with Jim Ross. Oh, yeah, my bad for missing Teddy Long as our referee for this thing. Hugo and Carlos on the Spanish call over there. Yeah, Taz was very good. His match with Bam Bam was great. That was a good feud. I like how we're doing close-ups of Jim Ross. Ooh. Raw or SmackDown going to Netflix in the future. I think anybody will go wherever is going to pay them the most money. If a streaming platform will pay more than Fox and NBC Universal, I think they will go to that streaming platform. I do. But it would be weird to not have wrestling on cable. That would be weird. Pile driver to Taz. Taz no-sells it. Ooh. Taz mission. Nope, he's going to go ref bump on. Teddy Long barely got touched. Teddy, all the shit you've been through in your life, you can't take that? Your ass better stay in the ring like Jerry Lawler or Jim Ross. Like, you stay there, Taz. Don't hurt me anymore. Okay, this is the finish, I think. I think they laid down on the Taz mission, right? Come on, redneck. I got your man now. He's up. He's up. Look at Taz looking for him. Oh, candy dish. Why would there be a random dish of candy? Look, there's Twix, Reese's Pieces, Milky Ways, covered in sugar glass. I'm pretty sure Jerry Lawler stands on the commentary table because I remember being at my seat and seeing him stand on the announce table, like, unless that happens off camera. But I had a direct view of him, just right in my line of sight. Or a direct line of sight to Lawler. I might get the hell out of trouble, but that son of a bitch got what he deserved. Right on, JR. Oh, yeah, send Hook. He'll straighten this out. That a boy, King? Oh, yeah, he does stand. Yeah, that's what I remember seeing from my seat. Was a pretty cool visual. Yeah, that shot right there. You don't threaten me. Come on, redneck. Smashed. And he's going to sit right back down, put the headset back on. His hand's bleeding. We had a plan and it worked. Candy Dish was sitting right here. Taz too stupid to realize what was happening. I hope they save those Milky Ways.
How do you feel about Kurt Angle kissing your sister, Stephanie?
Kissing your sister.
I'm about to go successfully defend the Hardcore Championship. Don't you understand that?
Yeah, Vivian.
As far as Kurt Angle goes, you know.
Oh, here comes Blackman. No chance. That's what he's got. Triple H is still not here. Here comes Shane running. That boomerang sound effect I hate. Or whatever the hell's going on there. Oh yeah, Shane takes quite a bump here. I had a great view of it from my seat. Oh good, Zach, that makes two of us. What else are you supposed to do on Sundays, you know? The set this year was weird. The way they just randomly put like the two trusses over top of each other and made like a jungle gym looking thing. Because I remember after the Rock's match, he stands on top of it. I don't know if that'll be aired on the show or not, but I remember after the show seeing him stand on it and hold the belt up. Shout out to George taking pictures on at ringside there. Napolitano. I can never say his name, his last name. Shane's like, I don't want that thing. Can y'all believe we're still a full 13 months away from 9/11 at this point? Crazy. Shane's a pussy. I'm glad that the word pussy hasn't been canceled yet. It will probably at some point, but right now I think it's still okay. Damn, they are in the crowd. Oh, nice. So this is on the other side of the arena where I was sitting. I was on basically the other side. In this level, right where they're going up, just these seats, but just on the other side. Where's the what? Trash can? There's big Jim Dotson in the security there, who's passed away. I always laughed at WWE during the WWE and WCW war. WWE even had them beat on security. Now, Doug Dillinger is a legend, don't get me wrong, but he's an old man. You know, they had Doug Dillinger, they had Grandpa heading up security in WCW, and WWE had this badass in a leather beret or whatever. That's not a beret, whatever those hats are called. Unforgiven 2000 might be good. I don't know why. I have this weird thing about, like, I don't want to, to do the very next pay-per-view after we watch one. Like, because that's the pay-per-view after this one. So I don't like to do those back to back or anything, but maybe in September we can do Unforgiven. That was Austin's return, right? We did Unforgiven 2001, I think last year. Kurt Angle's title win. He ain't the champ. Oh God, right on the kneecaps. Damn. Oh. We wear a raspberry beret. At my restaurant, we have on our dessert menu, we have a raspberry sorbet. And I always sing it whenever I see it get ordered. Raspberry sorbet. Oh, he's got street signs, belts, typical things you'd find underneath a wrestling ring. Chafing dishes for buffets, all sorts of. Oh no, we're gonna play piñata. Oh, he's got those little sticks. Ow! At least you're shielded. Whenever there's a McMahon with a trash can over their head, it's good TV. Oh. Poor Shane. Poor Shane is a mess. Beer just splattered in my eye. Clash at the Castle, watch along. I don't know if I should be streaming at 10 a.m. Me trying to talk about wrestling with one bloodshot eye and not knowing where I am. I stay up very late, so 10 o'clock streaming would be, I'm not sure if I'd be fully awake yet. Unforgiven 2003, we could do that one. I have no idea what happens on Unforgiven 2003, Byron. Let me see, 2003, who would have been the champ? Brock or something? Well, there might have been back then they were doing Raw, SmackDown, separate pay-per-views, right? I was at Judgment Day 2003. That might be a good one to do. I was at that one. But that could be for May. Oh, no, we got TNA in the house. There's no, this is a hardcore match, so it's legal. Yeah, and this is the beer got in the same eye the cat shit got in. I think I nipped the cat shit in the bud. Hopefully. I washed hard, alcohol, everything. Oh, Shane McMahon testing Albert. I thought Jim Ross said, Shane McMahon is testing Albert. I'm like, why is he testing Albert? Now I get it. That's right. 1 year ago, Shane and Test were wrestling at this very show over Stephanie McMahon. Oh, man. Damn, big elbow drop. Now, what happens here? How does Albert and Tess get disposed of? Or do they just leave? And I mean, at some point, Shane's got to do some climbing. Oh, yeah, Unforgiven 2003 would have been when Goldberg won the title, right? That's probably what it was. I don't remember liking that match. Triple H was not in good shape at that time. He was wearing those weird trunks. I think he was injured. I don't know if I loved that. I'm not sure if I loved that show. Oh. That did. That looked like it caught him right in the face, not in the head. Ow, God, that's got him. He got tagged with that handicap sign. Hey, buddy, get away from the wires over there, okay? Just a little bit further over. Tito was a little bit too close for comfort there. Remember that one time, buddy? Can't let you do that again. Oh, yeah, Saturday night's main event or Clash of the Champions too, Victor. I mentioned Raw or Nitro, but really it can be anything that can be found on Peacock. So when it comes time to do members-only streams, like you guys are going to full-blown pick that. I'll probably have to narrow it down to whatever gets recommended the most and then do a poll and just let the members vote on the poll. And then whatever wins, I'll do. But, yeah, we can expand it to Saturday night's main events. I would love to watch those or Clash. So maybe I'll try to find a few shows based on your recommendations and then put up a poll for you guys. And then starting mid-September, we're going to start doing those. We're going to do a minimum of one a month. And then the more members that join, we'll do more. Our next goal is going to be 50 members. So that's what we're looking for there. We get to 50 members, we'll do an increase. Oh, man. But my ultimate goal is 100 members. Would love to get 100 members on the channel. To me, that would be a perfect place, a good starting place. So tell your friends, become a member, and that will really up the content the more members we can accumulate. Oh, here goes Shane. There he goes. It's about time, man. So Blackman held his own. He didn't need any help there to take care of those guys. He just needed some weapons. Ooh, Shane. So he's got that thing. Oh, so he's got that wrapped around his. This is like when Mick Foley had the flaming barbed wire 2x4 or whatever. Yeah, there was like a strap around it to attach to his arm. Jesus, he's up there high. God damn. I couldn't do this spot. I just couldn't. I could not be up there and let myself go and fall. Oh, God. And you knew, too. Once he was climbing up there, like, he's fucked. And they got to climb way up. I mean, could you imagine if you lost your footing and you fell for real? Like, if you're Blackman? I mean, I'd be so nervous. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shane, see, Shane's positioning himself. And you knew it was just such a... I mean, crash pad or not, you got to make sure you hit that. You got to fall straight back and make sure you don't push off to one's right or left. I mean, if he missed the crash pad, Shane would be dead. And 20,000 people, including myself, would have seen it. Now Blackman's going to go for it. Fuck it. YOLO. One. I mean, that's a hell of a cushion they had there, but still, fuck. It looked incredible from my seat because what was cool about this is where I was sitting, it's almost the same camera angle as they show when you see the wide shot of him falling. You couldn't see the crash pad from my seat. So all I saw was him falling. Now, obviously, I had a pretty good idea that there was probably something down there, especially when Blackman jumped after him, but you couldn't see it. So it just looked like Shane falling straight to the pavement. Ugh. His eyes are open. He's alive. Deshaun, appreciate the $5. Unforgiven 2002, Lesnar Taker, RVD Triple H, Benoit and Angle, Eddie and Edge, Jericho Flair. It's a hell of a card. I kind of remember Unforgiven 2002 reminded me of Ground Zero 97. Because in the main event of that, it was Taker and Shawn. And I don't recall what happened, but I think it was a DQ finish, or it wasn't a straight winner. And I remember at one point Shawn got thrown through the In Your House set or whatever, and then they would run it back the following month at Bad Blood and Hell in the Cell. And then Unforgiven 2002, I think it was kind of the same. Like Lesnar and Taker had some weird finish to the match or something, and then Lesnar or Taker threw Lesnar through the stage, and then they did the Hell in the Cell the next month. It's like the same scenario that was done with those two. So I'd almost rather watch the Hell in the Cell match, but that card looks really good. So I'll put Unforgiven 2002 on the list too, Deshaun. Lawler. We haven't put a shirt back on yet. We're just going to do it like this. This is how you're going to do commentary. Middle-aged man, shirtless with his man titties hanging out. and his weird chest hair. So weird. Put your shit on, dude. Oof. Okay, well that's a little bit better of a look of the pad. JJ Leg, thanks for 5. You should do a live watch along for Raw's 30th anniversary, January 2023. That could be really fun now that Triple H is in charge. You goddamn right. They did the 25th. 30th could be much better. Yeah, remind me. We'll do that. Mick Foley came out of Hell in a Cell, landed right over there. Remember that? And Lawler's like, yeah. Oh, Shane's backstage. You all right, Shane? Look at Test all concerned for his friend.
Well, is he okay?
Is he okay? Stephanie's concerned.
Steph, I just want to talk about last Thursday night, about how I really feel.
30 feet up, Zach. I think he was like 40 or 50. Looked far to me. 30 might be right though. Oh, hug. Uh-oh. Oh, Mick Foley walking in. Make sure Kurt Angle might got a little chubby going on.
His kisser, and I think we better check it. Hear Foley say kisser, idiot.
Kisser. 2 out of 3 falls, Jericho and Benoit. They got Benoit there with Shane. He looks like Fred Savage sometimes, Shane McMahon, doesn't he? Wonder Years. Is this when it's Chris Benoit on a boat and they show the pictures? Is this the feud or is it a different one? Ambushed. These guys are already traded the Intercontinental title. I saw them wrestle twice in May live. And one of them was a SmackDown show where I think Benoit lost the title to Jericho. Oh, this song is from... Whose theme song is this? Or maybe it was just promo music that they would use. Might even be an old Raw theme. I'm not sure. On a boat. Look at him. With a goat. The early days of Photoshop. Oh, look at him. Y2J is great. Y2J is great. Y2J is great. Junior. Oh, good. I'm not the... So you guys do hear the dog. Well, good, because I need another beer. So when I get up, I'm going to go close the window. I got a fan right here. All right, while this build is happening, I'm going to go grab a beer, close the window. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the volume down on the pay-per-view just to be safe so it doesn't pick up anything. From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Jericho is here. Window is shut. Look at these tiny little cute Stellas. Adorable. Yeah, Jericho's second SummerSlam, but it's first one wrestling. Didn't he just do a promo or something in 99? So it's the first SummerSlam ever wrestling, and it's kind of cool that they're wrestling each other. They're still shitting their pants over Shane McMahon's fall. Yeah, that's way more than 30 feet. I think we're looking at 60 there. Yeah, that TLC match, that great tag team TLC match would come the following year, Rodrigo. I think that was like around summer of 01. That was on SmackDown, I think. And here we go, Benoit and Jericho. I was pretty excited to see this as a fan again, and now I'm seeing it on pay-per-view. I already seen it a couple times. It was just cool to me. I'm like, wow, SummerSlam. There's no title on the line here. And that's what was just bizarre to me, is that you had the Intercontinental title defended in that ridiculous mixed tag with Val Venus and Trish Stratus. The Intercontinental title changed hands on this show with Trish Stratus taking a pin on the very same card where you have Benoit and Jericho battling it out. And all three go down. The ref, damn. You all right, Kyoto? One second. I have a very, very mild headache, but enough to bother me, so I went and found some ibuprofen. Not expired, that's good. I'll take a few of these. Let's see, let's go ahead and take... How many ibuprofen do you need for a headache? 9? Let's go 9. We'll go 9 on that. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to take 2. Nope. He's got it. I don't even know the order of the falls here. I don't remember. I want to say, since this is WWE, I'd probably say Benoit would get the first one and then have the babyface fight back. It's kind of the way it goes in a lot of 2 out of 3 years. Yeah, washing ibuprofen down with Stella's. Oh, shoulder breaker. The only thing that sucks about shutting the window is you can make it stuffy in here. There we go. Yeah, this is kind of the size of a Red Bull. No, it's a little bigger than that. It's a little bigger than a Red Bull. It's still 12 ounces. It's just shaped differently. And plus, this one was the biggie. 16 on this. Benoit's got it already. Is Jericho going to tap out and cut his losses so he can come back to fight later, or? He's tapping. Jericho taps. They play the music. When did we watch SummerSlam 90? Last week, right? Could you imagine the Demolition's music playing? Oh, and he's going right back for it. Yeah, Alex, the whole gummies, ibuprofen, a beer. Other than that, I actually am pretty healthy. I don't drink a lot. I only drink on streams and these days. A couple beers. I've already had my fun. I'm an old man now. I can still hear that dog, but I think it's, you guys won't have to hear it. Backlash 03. Jet the Hawk is here. Well, damn. You're only an hour and 15 minutes late. No big deal. You're not fired, just suspended. Don't do it. Yeah, no kidding. If Benoit wraps this up, Jericho, put an arm or a limb up. There you go. I was like, get on that rope, man. Yeah, 24/7 live streams. That would be hard. Let's start over for Jet. All right, everybody rewind it back to the beginning. No, we're not doing that. Timers are running. What are we, hour 16 minutes in? Not bad. I love random tweets that make no sense. I was joking last night, talked about my neighbors a minute ago. Well, one of my neighbors, his bedroom window is across from my hallway, upstairs hallway windows. So when you walk by, he's usually in there and his blinds are wide open and oftentimes he's not clothed. And I just made a joke about him being way too comfortable with his body, and somebody responds, "Your body is sexy, I'm sure," all in capitals. Your is misspelled. He spelled it, he's reverse dumbed himself, spelling it with the R-E. But I think he's basically mad that I'm throwing shade at this guy. So he's like, well, I'm sure your body's no better, but that's not really what I was doing. I'm just saying, hey, I walk past my window sometimes and I see a half-naked dude all the time. That's just funny. Oh, 1 follower. Okay. Joined 3 years ago. 1 follower. Well, I hope he's not mad at me. Maybe I'll be his 2nd follower if he confirms he's not mad. Yeah. Pretty sure Chris wins the 2nd fall. And then if I remember correctly, the 3rd fall goes to Chris. And then the match is over and Chris wins. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, they're doing the... telling the story that Jericho's got the bum arm. Jericho still looks young, dude. He still has shades of WCW Jericho here. My holds! I did see that today, Colin. I didn't, I saw it briefly and just saw it confirmed a couple of times, or it appears to be, anyway, on Twitter. But the first name I saw attached to it was Brad Shepard, and he's a piece of shit, so fuck him and anything to do with him. So I'll never get any news confirmations or anything from him. I'll wait for other people to confirm it. But apparently he's gone. Don't know what happened there. Don't know why it didn't work out backstage. Don't know if he chose to leave. He's been tweeting last couple days, some quotes and shit. Balls, are we going to get a double submission here for each fall? I know, you're close enough. Drag him, Jericho. Do your drag. You got to drag him. Come on. Drag. There he goes. Drag him. Now you must... Oh, now he leans in. That's a lion tamer. And he taps. But I don't know what happened with Jeff Jarrett. I don't know if it was anything bad or if it was just something, because sometimes he was only recently brought in and promoted, right? So maybe it's just a situation where it didn't work out. I don't like this job. Sorry, no hard feelings. See you later. But I don't need this. He doesn't need the money. He's fine. Or I'm sure he is. So it might not even be anything bad. It might just be a situation where it just wasn't a good fit or it didn't work out. He didn't like the job. They didn't like the job he was doing. Don't know if he was fired or anything. Oof. Maybe I'm wrong. That's one fall apiece. It's weird. Kyoto slightly doesn't look like Kyoto to me. He's looked more Kyoto-ish in other matches, and that's why I wasn't even 100. I was like, is that really Kyoto? I'm like, yeah, that's him. Jarrett fulfilled his duties and left last week. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't, when I read the story, that wasn't one that I was like, wasn't filled with a bunch of questions. I'm like, yeah, he's just gone from WWE. No big deal. His career is, he's had his career. And anything else now he can contribute is great, but I don't think it's something that he's going to have to be reliant upon, you know? I'm happy he's cleaned himself up. Jarrett seems to be in a very good place. I liked his appearance on Broken Skull. Yeah, and he came back. Maybe he was more of a Vince guy. And he came in right before everything exploded and then left when it was over, so. Man, we in Raleigh just missed Austin's return by a month, man. We were missing us some Austin. One of the few shows I went to during this time that didn't have Stone Cold Steve Austin on it. Got the double count going. Oh, there we go. My website is back. I had to pay. They had an expired card because my web hosting renews every year. And the card that they had on file expired, so I had to put in a new one, and it kind of temporarily shut off my interwebs, but now I can finally post today's podcast. I wonder if I can do that while I watch. I think I can. New post, add new. Jericho's on the offensive here. Kick his ass, Seabass. Did you hear that? Okay, North Carolina. I love you. I guarantee I'm right. Chris will win this match. See, Lawler knows. Where the fuck? Okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah. He's still hurt. Ah, he got the rope. Fucking Kyoto, you were way out of position. He was looking west, and Benoit's holding the ropes east. Bro. All right, verify the podcast. Publish. All right. Podcast is up. Audio version's available as of now on the website and wherever podcasts are sold. This ain't settled. Look at the shape Benoit is in. Jesus, man. There he is. You just now getting here. That's what I'm saying. Dude, you're in the championship match tonight. You got a chance to win the title. It's an hour and a half into the show. If I was your boss, I would suspend you. There's a guy named Paul Levesque who's currently the head of creative right now that wouldn't tolerate anybody showing up an hour and a half late, especially when you're booked in the main event. I love that they keep replaying Kurt Angle's sexual assault of Stephanie McMahon. But she liked it. Savio Vega hospitalized. Oh, man. I've met Savio before. Met him backstage. Best wishes to him. Hope he's okay.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him or something. Wind knocked out of him? He's all right. He's hurt.
He got a lot more than just the wind knocked out of him.
Oh, just hug her. It'll be fine. Just hug. Hug me tighter.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, you're not interrupting anything, Mick. Is she okay?
Well, that's right.
He still has his shirt off. Lawler, you're so terrible. Like, how come a producer isn't, like, bringing him a shirt? And, like, put this on, you disgusting fuck. Gross-ass, hairy titties. Oh, my God. Lawler. I don't need that. This thing was nuts to see in person, I'll tell you that. I've told the story before about being in the arena for this, and I hadn't really, up to that point, in person, seen a lot of table bumps. A couple, but from a distance or something, but nothing this gnarly to where we're taking insane bumps, and I'm seeing it close up. And there's one particular bump in the match that Matt Hardy takes that from my seat, a full level up, halfway up the damn section, the ground shook. I felt the vibration from Matt Hardy's bump all the way where I was standing. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, that is nuts. I'm like, they really aren't using any special effects. They really are going through these fucking tables. But to me, at that time, to a fan of that time period, that's a crazy thing to see. And if you've never seen table bumps and stuff up close or on TV, or you've seen a limited amount of them, by 2000 we already seen a pretty good amount, but they were still new-ish. And seeing the more creative they would get and the crazier they would go and the further they would push the envelope was fun. Now we've seen everything. No table bump really amazes me. Just the fact that nobody dies amazes me. But when you see it for the first time, that's always when it's the best. TLC. It's funny because this really felt like the second one, but the one at WrestleMania was technically just a ladder match. It just had some tables and shit involved. And then this was officially when they coined it TLC, and then they would do TLC 2 at WrestleMania 17, which really felt like the fourth or fifth match to me in the series, because you also had the one at No Mercy in 99 with Edge and Christian, the Hardys, that kicked everything off. Hardys and Dudleys worked a terrific tables match at the Royal Rumble. Then you had WrestleMania. Then you had this. Then you would have the TLC 2 at WrestleMania. So it was like 5 of these type of matches that we got out of a combination of 2 or all of these teams. And at the time, being a fan, reading the sheets, being on the internet, or what was the infancy of the internet, people did not like Edge and Christian. They had a ton of fucking heat from the fans. They had that Charlotte heat. They had that Roman heat, because Hardys and Dudleys were the ones taking all the bumps. And you'll see it in this match. Christian and Edge, I don't think go through any tables at all. Christian might go through one. He might get 3D'd through one. But he's not taking a bump like these guys are doing. And the fact that that tended to be the case in every match they had, and they won every time. They won at WrestleMania. Well, I won't spoil who wins here, but they win at the next year's WrestleMania as well. And the fans didn't like that. They thought they didn't deserve it. What they didn't realize is that's just the best way to get fucking heel heat, man. I loved it. I loved it that the team that took the least amount of punishment won the titles. And that team was a heel. That's the way it should be. Here come the Hardys. The hometowners. That's right. Fayetteville and Cameron, where these boys are from, is not far at all from Raleigh. It's been a while since I lived in North Carolina, so I'm not totally sure how far or how long it would take you, but I think it would either take you like an hour or maybe an hour and a half. But I feel like you could get down there pretty quick from Raleigh. I know it was about an hour or so from where I lived in Wilmington. Oh! Chair to the face. Oh, they are not messing around. I was ready for this one. I was probably standing up the whole time. Hometown boys with a Z. It's only edgy if there's a Z. Why? How do you spell boys? With an S? Dorks. It's like the Seinfeld episode of the Snicker bar. How do you eat it? With your hands? Oh, man. There is a ladder up against the ropes, which is never good. It's very easy to teeter-totter affect that. Oh, Edge with a little bump. Little tiny bump on the forearms there. And Christian eats a DDT. Oh, man. When your leg gets in the rungs of that ladder, that's scary stuff. Yeah, Edge and Christian was an interesting one. Edge was the bigger star of the team because, frankly, he just had a better look. Little bigger, better looking guy. But in the ring, I don't consider Edge to be superior to Christian in the ring at all. If anything, I think Christian might be a hair better. But Edge was just going to be the star because he looked more like the star. It's just the way it is. Same thing with the Hardys. Not only did Jeff have a little bit more of that crazy and crazier style that was very appealing to that audience, he also, much like Edge, had a better look than his brother. Matt and Christian didn't have bad looks, but they didn't have looks like their brother. Oh, the Bubba Bomb. I hate that move. I hate it when he does it. I just feel like your tailbone is just going to shoot out the top of your head. Oh, look at the ladders. So at this point, I'm starting to get excited. I'm like, oh, this is getting... People are starting to... Carnage is happening. So I knew it was only a matter of time before wood was broke. Here they're setting up the seesaw spot. This would not go well for Joey Mercury. Whatever year that was. 07 maybe. Oh, God, they got it good, too. See, he could have Joey Mercury'd himself right there. He came very close. I'm Jeff Hardy. Yeah, I want to see this, too. Oh, maybe the ladder missed him altogether. Thank God that it did, because that thing shot up hard. Oh, Concerto missed. Bubba's got a ladder. It's interesting that I was live for this match because I may have seen one of Jeff Hardy's last matches. I was at Double or Nothing, and that was a pretty good match with them on the Bucks. A couple of crazy Jeff bumps. What's that? That fucking commercial. I had a group of friends around this time, like 4 of us. And when all this what's up shit was going on, we had a what are you doing? What are you doing? Like that's what our thing was. That might have came from a commercial too. One of my friends started it. And she's like, "Let's start saying this." And then the other 3 of us did. I'm like, "Okay, that's a cool thing. We'll do it." Kids. Dudleyville tables. Can you buy these shits at Home Depot? Or do they actually build these tables in their warehouse and truck them over? Ooh. I was about to say, I was like, I could see Christian taking a 3D through the table, and that's exactly what happened. But that's like the sickest bump they're going to take. And that's nothing compared to what the Dudleys and the Hardys go through. So we're going to build a fort on the outside of the ring. They do a big bump here, I guess, but it's not. I still think the one at WrestleMania 17 is a little more spectacular. Like, it's just, those tables explode. They evaporate into the air when Bubba and whoever, Matt Hardy, I think, crash through them. So I don't forget who does the bump here. Probably Bubba. Oh, Johnny Dennett. Buy or sell. Different eras. Hart Foundation, Bulldogs, and Demolition against Dudley's, Hardys, and Edge and Christian. Hearts, Bulldogs, Demolition. Dynamite would beat all 6 of them by himself. They are not going to beat up. Not even Bubba. They're not going to get the better of Dynamite or Brett or Bill Eadie in any sort of shoot fight. There's just no way you can convince me of that. So, yeah, Hearts, Bulldogs, Demolition all the way. All the way. I'm sorry. If Jeff Hardy got in a fight with Dynamite Kid, Jeff Hardy would no longer be alive. Big leg drop on Edge, which can't do good things for the tailbone. Nice, Byron. I'm happy for you. I don't know what any of that means, but I'm very happy. Game of Thrones is a... Oh, I thought they said Game of Thrones. Isn't that about to start, too? People go crazy over that. Oh. Okay, that's a video game. Cool. Oh. Yeah, sorry, Byron, if you're new here, I'm just a really big moron when it comes to video games. I don't play modern games, and so whenever you say something that everybody understands, I usually won't. Just fair warning. But we're still happy to have you. Hopefully you'll stick around despite my video game illiteracy. I'm a pretty cool dude other than that, I swear. So that's that. So then that was Edge's turn. So that was Edge's little bump. Here goes Jeff. This blew my mind. I'm sitting there watching this. And I had, oh my God. And I had no idea what the landing looked like. Because much like the Steve Blackman bump, where I couldn't see the crash pad from my seat, I couldn't see the tables here either. So I knew Jeff went through them, but I had no idea how it went, how the landing went, how anything looked until I got home and took a look at the tape on pay-per-view. But And to me, this was pretty just crazy to see these type of bumps live. This match would be different if we've already had 22 years of table bumps. But we hadn't. Not like now. So it was just bumps that might not even be that spectacular now were pretty spectacular for the time. Oh, the Mountie took out Dynamite, all right. Yeah, shout out to the roll of quarters reference, AJ. Good point. Put a couple of those in your fists, you might be all right. I still don't think even with putting rolls of quarters in his feet, I don't think Jeff Hardy would stand any chance against Dynamite for 1 second. Big twist of fate from halfway up that mega ladder. I swear I've never seen those type of step ladders that big. Do they even make those, or are those WWE custom-made ladders? Like, I swear, I don't think I've never seen... You can get big ladders, but they're usually the extendable ones that you clean gutters and shit with. Otherwise, it feels like you need scaffolding to get up that high. But maybe they do make... Anybody in construction, do step ladders like that exist? That big? Like, look at that long support bar on each side. Like, that's flimsy as fuck, man. But it's strong enough to hold Bubba, so... Wow, he's there. This match is over. Oh, shit. Oh, Bubba's going to solo bump it. Oh, my God. That actually was pretty good. That actually was pretty good. I was thinking it was two dudes. Bubba just like, I'll do it myself. I got this. Holy shit. No. No. I mean, he took that bump pretty well. That probably was about as safe as you could take it. The tables really broke his fall. He's a big guy. He can absorb the blows. And he would do it again a year later, only this time he'd have a jumping partner. Everybody's been decimated. Here comes Lita. Oh. Lita doing damage to the jewels she would soon enjoy. Lita was such a perfect addition to them, Matt and Jeff. Like, they fit. You're at home, son. Yeah, you'd think the Hardys had a good shot of winning here. But they won the tag team titles in their hometown the previous year. So WWE was under no obligation at this point to put them over in their hometown. They gave them their moment. I was there for that show, too. I was live in the building for that. Oh. This is the one. This is the one. Oh, you hear that? There was something different about that thud. And so I'm up maybe 20 or so rows on the first level, and I felt the bump. I legit felt it under my feet. Oh, I can kind of, oh, he speared Lita. So I can kind of see right where I'm sitting over there, but that's when I was like the most blown away by this match. I'm like, Jesus, we'd already seen the Jeff bump. Now we'd seen the Bubba bump. Now we see this one. And for some reason, this is the one that was the most memorable to me. And you got to fall backwards hoping that you don't overshoot that and hit your head on the barricade. Poor Edge had to spear Lita. Boy, they're tearing each other up. He'll be spearing her in other ways 5 years later. Devon. Jeff was touching the gold. This might be when they hang from it. I think it is. Oh, that was crazy to see, too. Sitting at your seat, seeing that. I'm like, well, this is new. God, and that bump. That bump. The way Devon's arms and shoulders are all contorted when he's fallen. Oh, my God. And that's it. And they knocked out Jeff. Everybody is disposed of. Bubba's out. Matt's out. Devon and Jeff just got taken out. Oh, yeah, you got the wrong ladders, idiots. There they go. And there they go. And there's nobody to stop them. And those belts are spinning. And they got him. Get it, Christian? Fans did not like it. I did. A match like that, it's the shit they do in the match that's the best part of it. Like, almost who wins it is secondary. But I liked who won it. But, man, the fans... It was that same type of crazy logic that you hear about Charlotte and anybody else that the fans have to stick up their ass about. And it's just that irrational hate because they're so mad and so offended that they don't take as many bumps as the other guys. They get so mad about it. But I'm like, that's kind of the point. They don't get it. Like, what the fuck do you think wrestling is? It's a battle between good and evil. And sometimes evil has their day too. Building heat. I was like, these sons of bitches win every time. Eventually, they'll get what's coming to them. They'll drop the belts. It happens. And people will be like, oh, the Hardys deserved it more or whatever. And I'm like, oh, shut up. There's a great shot of all 6 of these guys backstage after this match just doing a big group hug. You know, I'm like, do those look like people that gave a fuck who won this match? So shut up. Enjoy the ride. What's the point if you ain't going to enjoy the ride? Matt and Jeff getting a nice ovation. They deserved it, man. I don't know if they were always announced as Christian and Edge. Maybe they were. Maybe that's how Howard did it. That was the Fink's special way. Christian and Edge. Oh, there's Triple H and Stephanie.
I want you to explain this to me. You explain to me how that kiss happened. You explain to me what it meant, huh? You tell me what possible...
Y'all didn't do this at home?
Tell me.
Y'all didn't talk about the kiss until now? SummerSlam is your first chance to talk this over together. An hour before your match. 30 minutes before your match. Oh, she gets to play the, I got hit in the head. I didn't know what was happening. Sure. Oh, yeah, you should definitely invest in the wrestlers, but I don't think that's what people were doing. If you had a favorite in that match, of course you're going to want your favorite to win. It's this logic that they come up with. It's not that they were invested in anybody. They had an issue with how something was booked. And they didn't really, they felt like the other guys deserved it more, but I don't think it's because they really cared about them. They just thought it was an improper booking decision and that type of thing. That's what fuels it. But yeah, like if your favorite tag team is one of those 3 teams, obviously, root for them. And you can even be pissed if they lose, no problem. But usually when that happens, some fans, when their favorites don't win, they start to turn it into a question of the booking. Because they just can't admit they're a mark and they're just sad their favorites didn't win. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. I was always sad when Brett lost. Fangirl for life and proud of it. Positive vibes out to my wonderful Aunt Carol who lives in Montana. Ovarian mass. Biopsy to check if it's malignant. Surgery scheduled. Hopefully that's all good. My Aunt Carol's awesome. She's awesome. Put the kids to bed. Thong match. Typical SummerSlam. I forgot about the thong match here. Who gets it? Stacy or Trish? Or Terry. Terry got it. I couldn't even tell which blonde. I couldn't tell which WWE blonde from that era that was. So Al Snow is with Lawler's girl. That situation would implode in just a few months. Lawler would leave. And here comes... Well, she's just ready, isn't she? Get you some, Marlena. Oh, Saturn's here. He's like, nope. Saturn, well placed with your hands. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Oh, Terry and the cat were fighting on WWF New York. Cody's aunt. I think she would have briefly been his sister-in-law, but not aunt. She'd be his aunt if she was married to Dusty. Or no, if she was married. I don't know who she. If she was married to Dusty's brother. Happy face match. Look at the cat. Stacy Carter. You know what's funny? What I think her name should have been? I think her name should have been Dixie Carter. I know we would have a Dixie Carter later, but like, doesn't she look like a Dixie? She's Southern. She's got that Southern voice. Nothing wrong with Stacy, but Dixie Carter would have been better. This is crazy. I have no idea what I was doing at this point in my seat. I'm not going to say at that time I wasn't a fan of sexy women, but I also was not a fan, much of one, of this type of stuff on the pay-per-views. I didn't really give a shit so much about Raws and whatnot, but man, they wasted a lot of pay-per-view time during this time period doing this type of stuff. Every show. They had to have some sort of bikini something going on. And like, they don't know what they're doing. God, look, it's funny. Oh, Al Snow looks like Bradshaw from behind. I thought that was Bradshaw for a minute. Terrible Bulldog. And Jim Ross has to call this. Oh, look at Terry go. I remember when she came in and joined Goldust. Oh, wow, she is struggling on those heels. When she came in as Marlena, you could tell that she was put together. I was like, it's probably only a matter of time before she does some sort of photo spread, and of course they would do that. Oh, Stacy misses. Can't believe we're calling this. Both of them are wearing these ridiculous heels that they should not be wrestling in. This is how you break your ankle. The only singles match at WrestleMania was these two. That is insanity to me. Yeah, WrestleMania 2000, the multi-man bonanza. Oh! You could have just pinned her right there, Stacy. I don't know what you're doing now. You hit her with head. Hit her pretty good, apparently. Oh, no, now you're going to do it again. She's got that way. She's going to stink face her. Oh. It's over. Oh, it's a stink face match. I have to live with the fact that I paid money to attend an event where that happened. I gotta own it. It was great. I cheered. In the Attitude Era, a lot of it was about boobies and booties. Ah, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, Lawler is not enjoying that. Does she look really mad? That's hilarious. She almost looked surprised that Al Snow spun her around. That was crazy. I've never even noticed that before. Oh, the Farouk and Bradshaw are at the bar, behind the bar. That's typical Bradshaw. You're behind the bar where there's probably so much premium whiskey and bourbon, and of course, you're going to drink the Jack Daniels. Oh, cool. Send a copy of your cable or satellite bill to WWE. You'll get Rock sunglasses. Request must be received by November 17th. Allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. One request per household while supplies last. So y'all want to get some Rock sunglasses? I'm trying to find the cable bill from August of 2000. I don't know how I would ever access that. I don't think there's a way to find it. Undertaker and Kane. I kind of thought this was cool too. That the match is going to suck from what I remember, but I liked putting little things on my live event resume. And I was like, oh, cool. I get to scratch off. I got to see Undertaker face Kane. 40 years from now, I'm really going to appreciate that fact. That's what I told myself. So I'm glad that I have seen an Undertaker and Kane match. Oh my God. So are we going to get some terrible theme music dubbing here for The Undertaker? Which I'm actually fine with because I hate Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit, so I don't give a shit if they dub either of those. But you know something's going to be dubbed. It's probably going to be that stupid You're Gonna Pay song. Sucker punched his brother. It was weird to see them feud here. Kind of randomly. Yep, they're going to put the "You're gonna pay." They're even going to have I was hoping they wouldn't have the lyrics, but they're going to have the lyrics. I know a lot of people didn't hate his badass themes during the badass era, but I really did not like any of them. I mean, I suppose the Limp Bizkit one fit okay, but I never thought the song was good ever. And then when they stuck it with Undertaker, it kind of grew on you type of thing. But otherwise, I guess that might have been the best one. I mean, I just refuse to give Kid Rock any credit, but Sad But True is, I think I'd classify it as my favorite Metallica song. So the fact that it was sampled in American Badass should make that one my favorite, but I'm so anti-Kid Rock. I'm just like, nope, fuck him, don't care. Yeah, I hope the rivalry episode is good. I'm looking forward to watching both of those tonight. The Edge bio, which wrapped up 20 minutes ago or so. Hope those of you who watched it, hope you liked it. You're gonna pay. By the way, if you haven't smashed the thumbs up video or thumbs up button yet, please do on this video. The Big Red Demon. Welcome new subscribers. 10 or so since we started this video. This match, I don't know what they were thinking here. I don't know what the point was. I'm thinking that this is cool. I get to witness history. To me, watching Kane and Undertaker wrestle and one-on-one on a major pay-per-view is history. Little did I know it'd be like the worst fucking shit ever, man. Undertaker's out of shape. He's huge. He's dressed like Duke the Dumpster Droese. What's he dressed like Duke the Dumpster Droese? He was. I think Kane got busted open and gets his mask ripped off. I couldn't see shit from my seat about what he looked like, but I could tell he was unmasked. Yeah, this probably was kind of new attire for Kane. He wasn't rocking that for much earlier before this. This is what he would wear like at the Rumble in 01 when he'd have that great showing. Oof. God damn. He's going for that mask again. I forgot what the motivation for this was. He's ripping it. And we can actually see part of Kane for the first time. He did it. It would have been funny if the first time Kane's face is exposed and Lawler's like, hey, that's my dentist. And Lawler's and Jim Ross like, what do you mean? You mean like the dentist from 95? Yeah, that's Isaac Yankem, Jim. That's Isaac Yankem, JR. Well, I'll be damned. He was hiding out as Kane this whole time. And then right after they come to this realization, Lawler jumps off the headset, gets on the mic, and says, hey, I know who he is. He's Isaac Yankem. Lawler is attacked from behind by New Razor Ramon. He's taken out. And then Kane attacks Undertaker in the ring, takes him down, rips off his mask, and then takes down his straps and does the Big Daddy Cool thing, and they come back and reunite as the New Razor and Diesel, only now in the year 2000. And that's a whole different thing. It might actually get over now. That's the way I would have rebooked it. Poor Kane is just taking a beating to his face. He's either getting punched in it or Taker's trying to rip the mask off. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, Fox Star Killer. I couldn't really remember why they went with this angle randomly where Kane turned on Taker and then they did the match. But this was because they were going to do Big Show and Taker. And this was when Big Show was sent to detention to get his ass in shape. And he'd come back fatter. But that's what happened. Oh, my God. Poor Big Show. He is, yeah. Seeing Kane bleed was weird. He's like, damn it. This match is actually going on longer than I thought. I thought it was over in like 2 minutes. Feels like it's been a little longer than that. Has he got it off? No, he's almost got it off. Oh. It's barely hanging on. Punching hard. Choke slam. It is weird kind of seeing Kane's face. And there, it's off. Nope, not yet. I thought it was. Oh, it is off. God, you can see his face. Holy shit. So when from my seat, I could see him doing that. I could see him like holding his face and everything. I'm like, oh, wow, that's weird. So you kind of, this is actually the first time I've really gotten a good, clear look at this. You did see a little bit of his real face. I always thought he did a good job hiding it the whole time. But you could see a little. Stupid song. God, that song. So terrible. Let's see. Oh, man. I was like, I wonder if that was my section. Oh. They're saying they didn't have a bell? Or maybe a finishing bell. But the referee was in the ring. Special time tomorrow night, guys. According to Peacock. Raw is War. 11 p.m. due to tennis on the USA Network. I'm trying to think if I was at Raw. I probably was. I gotta think about that. I don't know why I wouldn't be. They were probably nearby. You're gonna destroy Rocky. Stephanie.
Hello? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I'm just here with Hunter. He's getting ready for his match.
Is that your mom? You talk to her. I'll talk to her.
Let me talk to her.
Hang on a sec, Mom.
Hey. Hello. Hello.
Uh-oh, Kurt Angle's calling her on her cell phone with the antenna. I remember those. Like my first, I think 2 cell phones had those things. And here we are, the triple threat match. Triple H's head is much bigger than everybody else's in that graphic. Chris Jericho. I'm not staying up till 11 to watch Raw. Sorry. Yeah, that was a regular thing back in the day, Alex. They would bump it all the time for tennis and the dog show. They always, for some reason, had to take a back seat despite crushing them, I'm sure, in the ratings. USA had them prioritized for some reason over WWE. I have no idea why. Something in the contract, but that would finally end shortly after this, I think.
Everything will work out and it'll be all right. But I need some space
The GIMP level editing is obvious in that picture. That's true. Hey, I use GIMP. Look at Vince reading him the riot act. Fuck off, Vince. If anybody hurts my baby girl, I'm like, okay, mister. I pitched a incest angle with her. Or wanted to. Freaky ass idiot. Oh, yeah, I think I get it. You mean like when he got on the phone, he would hear, what's your favorite scary movie? I've never seen Scream or Scary Movies, but I think it's a reference to one of them. Oh, there goes Stephanie. I'll go help Kurt. And Kurt stumbled as his ass. I forgot that Triple H went to go help him. I forgot about that part of it. Look at Angle. I'm out of here. They had an odd match the next month, right? At Unforgiven 2000. And Triple H gave that aggressive kiss to Stephanie when it was over. I was like, that's gross. Oh, look at the fire. I love the fireworks. Oh, that's so special. Quite the moment. I'm surprised they never went further. Maybe Triple H is like, this is a bad idea. Maybe they actually will hook up. Because I did and left China. So what if it happens to me? So maybe he kiboshed the angle going further than what it did just to avoid any possibilities. Here comes Angle. Dude has been in less than a year. He's main eventing SummerSlam. He gets hurt in this match. Olympic twerp. Would have been crazy if Kurt won. A couple more months. No, Deshaun. I've seen parts of. I think maybe I've seen the first Scary Movie. Maybe the first one, because I remember a lot of scenes from that, so I must have seen it. Never saw another one though, and I never saw any screams. And I don't like horrors. I just don't watch them. So I know I've never seen a Nightmare on Elm Street or Freddy Krueger's or any of that shit. Or Jason. Never seen him. I loved Kurt Angle on the mic. Yeah, shut up, Raleigh. I always try to see if I can find myself. You're just gonna fuel the fire, Kurt. I have noticed that my timer is like literally 1 second off, so I do apologize if that's throwing anyone off. Long promo. Angle. I gave your wife the type of passion. That's hilarious. Is Triple H gonna bum rush? Is he gonna come stomping out there? Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Yeah, he's pissed. Reese Jones, thanks, dude. Appreciate the super chat. If this had happened in today's WWE, there's no way they would let Kurt go back out there to finish the match. Nope. Maybe if it was AEW, they did let Matt Hardy continue that one time. But yeah, back in these days, it was like a badge of honor to gut it out. But when it comes to head and concussion, sometimes you can do extra damage to yourself, and they wouldn't allow that to happen now. Not with what we know and what we've learned. But you're right. Yeah, so Rock hasn't even come out yet. I've been in the building for a lot of Rock entrances too, like peak Rock entrances. It's just like Austin. It's something else. It's like, Jesus, man. Oof. Yeah, Rock should just chill in the back and have a hot pocket. Croissant pocket. Just wait for them to beat the hell out of each other and then come back out. Hey, I got to get a look at the camera shot there, but can we confirm, is Lawler still shirtless? I don't remember. I could see him the whole time from my seat. I just don't remember if he was still shirtless at this point. He better not be. All right, we'll find out. We'll find out now. Yeah, oh, good. He's got his jacket back on. Finally. Dude. Thank God. That would have been a bit much. All right, we're losing one table. I think this is where it happens. Does it happen right away? It does. And it gives too early, I think, right? I mean, yeah, you got to sacrifice your arms. You can't break. Ooh. Oh, man. Imagine if Kurt Angle was fully knocked out. I mean, he seems knocked out here. Oh, my God. He is on Dream Street. Look at Triple H. Fuck. He's like, stay down. He's looking at him, holding him down. That's really noticeable. He's like, stay. And wow, Triple H, he's a pro, man. He knew just what to do. Keep him down. Told Earl to go to him. I'm going to stall. Send Rock out, maybe. There's Rock. Here he comes. Rock's like, oh, well, not what the fucking A. At least it's a triple threat. You got two other guys. And they got plenty of time. They can work while they deal with Angle. Kurt Angle is hurt. They've got him stood up out there. Rocky Maivia against Hunter Hearst Helmsley in the ring with Kurt Angle on Dream Street on the outside. Oh yeah, they did have this bump in the "Don't try this at home," didn't they? Don't try this at home. Yeah, try in your backyard. It's more fun. Oh, well, don't do it. You just saw what happened. God, it's 2000 and they still got those monitors. Rock and Roman would be interesting. I mean, the only real way or reason to do it is if it's some sort of ultimate or symbolic family torch passing to Roman. But, I mean, at this point, is that something he even needs? I mean, he's already pretty huge deal in WWE. It would almost be like an unnecessary feather in his cap, but, you know, one that would solidify him as more. So, yeah. Rock's getting old, though, man. That's right, AJ Daniels. Good to see you, man. Appreciate that $5. 3 years later in the same building, I would go to my first show, which you reviewed before, with Brock and Kurt Iron Man match. Yeah, and my buddy Daniel was at that show as well, and I remember for some reason I did not go. I even remember discussing with him that I wasn't going to go, and I don't know why I didn't go. Probably just life was moving real fast for me, so it was just hard to, probably tough to afford it or something. So I didn't go, and I missed a hell of a match, man. Really wish I would have been in the building to see that. That would have made me proud. So I regret that one. That's one that I regret. But I'm glad you were there, dude. That's a pretty interesting and fun first show to go to. Seeing an Iron Man match. I forget, did the title change hands there? Or was the title retained? Brock got the win, right? Mm-hmm. Angle is on the stretcher. I can't believe he's back. Oh, and he's going to town on him. God. Earl's like, are you all right? Are you ready for this? Jesus, Kurt, get off that thing before you give yourself another concussion. Jesus. Reminds me of those jungle gyms you see at the playground. Triple H just took a slingshot into it. Kurt Angle is still laying on that stretcher. Yeah, that's right. The next time Triple H would compete at SummerSlam would be in Shawn's return match. Oof. Oh, big karate chop, Miyagi style, to the jewels of Triple H. They had quite the run in 2000. They had some big matches. That Judgment Day match was huge. They worked Mania. They worked Backlash. They're working again here at SummerSlam. Rock got involved in the Rumble match, right, with Cactus and Triple H. So they were constantly dealing with each other. I don't remember if we watched Armageddon. I know I did a review of it, Armageddon 2000. We might have watched it. I think we kind of did. It's a really good thing this was a triple threat because you can continue the match essentially if you lose someone. Or if this was one-on-one, they would have been in big, big, big trouble. You're not supposed to be here, Steph. The good old high knee. Seldom used. Used to be a big move. High knee was a big deal in the 80s. I think I might have mentioned that in my review because that's what she walks over there and she just bitch slaps as hard as she can. Poor Mark Eaton, longtime WWE timekeeper. She hits Triple H, but not really. There was no reason to slap him. She just walked right up to him, slapped him, and took the title. Oh, Rock. Boy, if Rock ever does run for president, whoever he's running against is going to show video of him rock bottoming Stephanie, doing God knows what else, people's elbow into dog shit, talking to sock puppets, probably talking too much about his strudel and pie, the whole pie song. His opponent will have endless shit to smear about him. Would you vote for a guy that beats up women? I can see it. Oh yeah, who's here? Tito's here. What's up, buddy? You've been spotted on stream. Your ear is on camera. Nice neck breaker by... So I'm curious here at this point if Earl... Because they had Kurt out there, and it looked like they were about to bring him back in, and then maybe they changed their mind and they took him back or something. But, I mean, I'm wondering if Earl is telling them, like, Kurt's coming back out, or if they still don't know at this point. Because we've got 15 minutes left in the show. They show the clip of him beating up the mini Booker T. He beats up little people. Or maybe he didn't beat him up, but maybe verbally abused him. I definitely know he's made fun of gay people. We know that. What else has The Rock done that would suck for him as a politician? Insulted police officers. My only regret is I didn't go to a SummerSlam with the old school SummerSlam logo. I didn't hate the big S, but I didn't love the big S. I even had to upgrade the big S on this poster. I didn't like the orange one. I'm like, let's make it look nicer. Yeah, no DQ, Earl. Triple threat. Didn't you learn triple threat in referee school? Stephanie, yeah. Stephanie kind of has to guide Triple H back, or Kurt Angle back, which sucks because you know he was, in modern times, not fit to go out there, but he did anyway. Took more bumps, delivered offense. Yeah, I guess really I don't have that much of a right to debate logos and how they look and stuff because all my answers are the same. I want every logo to be how they used to be. All the whole WWF logo, the WrestleMania logo, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, just one logo. And that's all I ever needed. So when they say that's why I'm like that with the belts. I just want the Intercontinental title with the black strap. I don't know why that's so hard to do. Even if they bring back the classic style and it's white. And I know a lot of fans like white, but I didn't grow up with white. I grew up with black. So that's what I want. But I'll never get what I want. Not even Triple H, I don't think, will deliver what I want in that regard. Ugh. I would like to see, though, a segment with Gunther after a certain amount of successful title defenses being unveiled and awarded the new Intercontinental title that is the old Brett and Perfect belt. That would be so sweet. And that belt would look good on Gunther. They do that, I can almost forgive that his fucking name is Gunther. Talking some smack to The Rock. Triple H and The Rock have always had the exact same gear. Virtually. Yeah, it was weird having SummerSlams in Canada and stuff, but even when they were in Toronto, it's warm in Toronto that time of year, so it's still summertime there. But you think of summer and like beach environments and stuff. But luckily, it's a time of year where virtually wherever you go in the States, it's going to be warm, unless you go too far north in Canada. Yeah, the chapters that Triple H and Rock had were so cool because that whole thing started on that Thursday Raw when Maivia scored the Intercontinental title upset against Triple H. Then they went on to head up their respective factions in DX and the Nation and kind of had another feud when they both got more over for the title for the IC. And then they both kind of moved into the main event scene just a few months apart as well. And then would feud for the world title. They were on a bigger level, but I always thought about Brett and Bulldog because I thought it was cool how they had feuds for the tags, IC, and world titles. And Rock and Triple H kind of had a similar thing where they feuded during different chapters of their career. Wow, and they paralleled. Superplex. Man. What is he counting for? Oh, there he is. They did play this on the Tron. I remember this. Did they have a door open or something? Where's the wind? I'll do it. He speaks. I'll do it for you. Didn't sound very convincing, Kurt. God, did he even know what was going on when he delivered that line? I'll do it for you, Steph. I thought that said Triple H OnlyFans. Like, did that exist? And I don't know if I want to see that, but it said Triple H's OnlyFan. Rock with them delicious right hands. Yeah, belly to belly. A little Rikishi style. He learned that from Yokozuna. Hey, Fox Star Killer. That would be a good one. Maybe if they do another season. I think all the episodes are already shot and canned and just being released now. But for the next season of that, Rock and Triple H would be a good one. They'd have to both be a part of it. Rock kind of does movies here and there, so he seems to be slightly busy. Stephanie dragging Kurt out like Elizabeth is dragging out Hogan on Saturday night's main event. Nice. Angle still looks not with it. Big pedigree to the Rock. Triple H literally had to yell at Kurt to make sure he grabbed his ankle. Oh! And the crowd loves it. And Angle is back. Oh my God, could you imagine if he won this way? So many triple threats end that way. Look at Stephanie like, oh shit, I might have fucked up. Hmm.
Resilient can The Rock or any human being be? There's a cover. The leg is hooked, and the Kurt Angle got a near fall. How much does Kurt Angle have? He's got to be running on well, love actually, JR.
Those cameras, man.
Is running on empty here. Nothing but ghosts and determined.
They're all pointed at Stephanie.
Angle could block the wrong hand. The reversal.
Look at him. Belly to belly with a concussion. And The Rock kicking out again. I don't know if Angle missed any TV time after this. I don't recall what he would do the following night. He might have missed. I'm still trying to remember if I was at Raw the following night. I don't have any recollection of where it was. So I might have not gone.
Kurt Angle would come out here and help Triple H, and then Kurt Angle's got a chance of coming.
It would have been a good show to go to because I could have probably gone and then been home by the time it aired late. Oh, Earl, they are checking on Kurt constantly. Earl's like, kick the fuck out, Kurt, and he almost didn't.
Triple H told her to stay away. Well, she comes out here to the ring, dragging Kurt.
Earl was almost prepared to stop that count if he had to, it looked like.
Cost Triple H the title. No wonder she's petrified. One would assume that the young lady would go help her husband.
Yeah.
JR, she's frozen in fear. Here comes Triple H.
Jim Ross brings up good points. Triple H into the barricade. Big rock bottom to Kurt. Probably shouldn't be taking that bump, but he did. Triple H pulling Rock off the 3 count. Fans, look at that crowd, man. It was so awesome being there at during those times. Everybody was so jacked.
Cost Triple H the title. Triple H just cost Rock the title. Stephanie don't know what to do. Oh my gosh. Angle trying to get his senses together, but the game.
Oh,
What's Stephanie gonna do with that hammer? Stephanie's throwing out a sledgehammer in the ring. The Rock is helpless. The game is back in control. As now, who's Stephanie throwing the hammer?
oh. Kurt with a big, oh shit. Here comes Stephanie. Oh no. Stephanie. Oh, Triple H punches his wife in the face. Oh, poor Steph. You all right? She doesn't look to be all right. Oh, sledgehammer shot to Triple H's head by Angle. Stephanie's out. Rock. There he is. Stomps. And Kurt bumps over the top rope. Oof. Cripples. Oh, we got people's elbow. Look out, Stephanie. She is sprawled out right in the way of his path. Don't step on a finger. Wow. Rock might have thanked Triple H just then and pins him. And we all cheered. It was awesome. I was fine with that outcome. I like The Rock. I was a Rock fan. So I'm totally cool with him retaining. I had no issue with it. Triple H had already had the title and retained it, some big pay-per-views. You could argue Angle wasn't ready yet. So in terms of this match, I remember having no issue in terms of the booking of it. Plus The Rock won, and I like The Rock. And I got to watch him wrestle in a lot of high-profile matches at this time. It was cool. On The Rock's massive chest. It sounds like a line delivered straight from Vince. JR, talk about his massive chest. Talk about the sweat on it. Oh, yeah. Oh, poor Steph. That's going to be bad. She gets kissed by Kurt Angle and punched by her husband. I loved the guitar portion of Rock's theme. I love that part. It's like my favorite part. What's your favorite part of the Rock's theme? This is another thing I remember from my seat, is him climbing up on the jungle gym. I did not have good pictures of this event, but there were some cool things to see. Sellout crowd. Jam-packed, not one single human on their phones because they weren't a thing. He's got the attention of everybody. You'll never see that again. Oh. It ends this way? I kind of thought the shot of The Rock saluting the crowd on top of that would be the fade out. But yeah, I guess we got a minute left. And his Olympic music plays as he carries her. Oh, Lord. That's not good. It's going to be hell to pay, Angle. It's like Hogan carrying Elizabeth away when she got hurt. Hey, look, y'all. Up next, SummerSlam Season 14, Episode 1. We can start a whole new season and watch that one. All right, I'm going to turn that off before that starts. Nice. All right. Well, we did it. Thanks again for being here. I'm favorite part of the intro. Thanks. I'm glad everybody liked that. And how about us figuring out these streaming problems? Who would have thought that all my lazy ass needed to do was get some updates done when I got this computer, my primary streaming computer 3 years ago. I installed everything and pretty much haven't fucked with it since. And it was in need of an update. And once I updated it, it was in need of new drivers. So I got all that done, spent the whole night last night doing multiple tests and had all things going well. Tested it today. All things were going well. We did the podcast. It was perfect. And I felt pretty confident by the time we came up here, we wouldn't have any more issues either. So I cannot tell you how happy I am, knock on wood, that we don't come up here tomorrow night for the Raw review and we start having the problems again, but I feel pretty good about it because there's literally nothing else I can do. I have the most up-to-date and best shit you can have. There should be no reason for us to have any problems in the future, and if there is, I'm going to punch the first grandma I see. So keep that in mind. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being here as always, and don't forget we're going to be here again tomorrow night because Raw is in Toronto, and we've got Edge against Damian Priest booked for that. Trish Stratus is going to be on the show. I have a feeling she'll get involved with Bayley and her crew somehow. That just feels like something they would do. And we'll see if anybody comes to help Trish or there be any sort of scuffle or whatever. But I think Trish will only be there because the show's in Toronto. Probably not there to shoot an angle to be in a match in a pay-per-view, I don't think. But you never know. But Trish will be on the show, and they might have announced another match or two by now. But I'm not sure. So we'll find out, and we'll be here tomorrow night. So don't forget to join us. The link is already up on my channel right now, right on the podcast playlist. So just give it a click, give it a like for tomorrow, and save it. And we'll be up here 15 minutes or so after Raw goes off the air. I appreciate you guys being here again this evening. I'm going to take it easy now after a long day of streaming and watch some A&E biography shows and get some work done and just hang out. Thanks again for everything y'all do. Thanks for being here. It's always fun, and I'll catch you tomorrow.